Hello. As an IoT project manager, you might choose to use different IoT networks for different reasons, depending on your IoT project's context. That's why, as an IoT Orange Live Object platform, we want to provide you the same experience of devices and data management, regardless of your choice of IoT network. To do so, we need to be a full multi-connectivity platform. That's why we developed, in addition of course to our IoT native network, an open sources to connector to new IoT networks, such as Kerlink Lora private network, Sigfox, etc. I will then let my colleague show you how it works.
Hello, today I will show you connector for the Kerlink. This connector allows you to synchronize data from multiple Kerlink WANSI Management Center accounts to Live Object platform. The three main features of this connector are devices synchronization, messages synchronization, and command synchronization. I have Kerlink WANSI Management Center in my browser. As you can see in the orange cluster, we have two devices that we will use in this demo. In my second browser window, I have Live Objects portal. As you can see, we don't have any devices or messages here. To find our connector, we have to go to Data Venue Live Objects page on GitHub and find Kerlink NSWMC connector for Private Lora network in the list of repositories. Next, we need to download the repository and set the configuration in application YAML. Our repository README describes how to do this. For live objects, we need to set the API key and connector API key. For Kerlink, we need to set up a list of accounts. Each list item must contain a link to Kerlink WANSI Management Center and the account name and the password. On the Kerlink side, we have to set up the push configuration. In Kerlink WANSI Management Center, we have to go to Administration, Clusters, Push Configuration, and add new push configuration. We have to fill fields in next screens and set header Kerlink account. The value of this header must be the same as field Kerlink account name in configuration file. We also need to set the push configuration in the cluster configuration. I prepared the configuration before, so now I will only build and run the connector. I will now go to Live Objects portal and check if new devices and messages have appeared. As you can see on the list, we now have Kerlink devices. The Data tab also shows messages sent by our devices. The last thing I will show you is command synchronization. I will now send a sample command to the device from the Kerlink. As you can see, the command is in pending status. After it is executed by the device, the status is changed to persist.
So, if this can meet with your needs, don't wait to download your connector and start your IoT projects. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you for watching.